So good morning everyone, I am Robbie Jane Ferolino and I will be discussing about the National Museum of the Philippines. Well, a trust of the government educational, scientific, and cultural institution that acquires documents, preserves exhibits, and fosters scholarly study and public appreciation of works of art, specimen and cultural and historical artifacts representative of the unique cultural heritage of the Filipino people and the natural history of the Philippines. So we have 3 to 4 national museums in the Philippines that are repositories of the natural and cultural history of the Filipinos in our environment. First, we have the National Museum of Fine Arts. Second, the National Museum of Anthropology. And third, the National Museum of Natural History. And fourth, the last one, is the National Planetarium. So first, we have National Museum of Fine Arts. The National Museum of Fine Arts is home to 29 galleries and hallway exhibition comprising of 19th century Filipinos masters, national artists, leading modern painters, sculptors, and printmakers. Also, on view are art loans from other governments, institutions, organizations, and individuals. So, the National Museum of Fine Arts, also called as in the Filipino, Pambansang Museo ng Sining, formerly known as the National Art Gallery, is an art of museum in Manila, Philippines. It is located on Padre Burgos Avenue across from the National Museum of Anthropology in the eastern side of Rizal Park. The museum was owned and operated by the National Museum of the Philippines, of course, was founded in 1998 and houses a collection of paintings and sculptures by classical Filipino artists such as Juan Luna, Felix Resurrección Hidalgo, and Guillermo Tolentino. The neoclassical building was built in 1921 and originally served to house the various legislative bodies of the Philippine government, known as the Old Legislative Building, also the Old Congress Building. It was the home of the Bicameral Congress from 1926 to 1972 and the Philippine Senate from 1987 to 1997. So next, we have the National Museum of Anthropology. The National Museum of Anthropology staged the Philippine ethnographic and terrestrial and underwater archaeological collections narrating the story of the Philippines from the past as presented through artifacts as evidences of its prehistory. So, in last day of the Second World War's Battle of Manila, the Department of Finance building along with the Legislative Building served as a part of the Japanese defensive installations. For seven days from February 25 until March 3, the American forces bombarded the building with heavy artillery fire. The stability of reinforced concrete buildings to withstood impact force of artillery fire and bombardment were tested, such as the building's northeast walls and roofs disintegrated, settled, and bent. The building was heavily devastated. So the building was rebuilt in 1949, maintaining of its original building footprint in 5-story height. The 5-story building has an odd trapezium plan with a chamfer at its northeast, obtuse vertex, and concave side on each fronting the rotunda. A ground level approach on a driveway protected by 3 arc porte cochere serve as the entrance at the chamfered northeast corner of the building. Halls and rooms are orthogonally arranged around the central courtyard of the same trapezium shape. So, as the president of National Museum of Anthropology, the new additions in the east and west of the original building footprint serve as the additional spaces for the museum building's utilities. A grand stairway as broad as the concave southeast facade serve as the main access rising up to the column portico on the second floor level. The column portico features six fluted columns with Corinthian capitals. Four arch openings are distributed alternately with rectangular windows in the seven base of the southeast entrance wall. From the column portico's splendid view of Luneta can be enjoyed apart from the site silhouettes and remnants of Buick's Arts architecture of the other monumental building. So next, we have the National Museum of Natural History. The National Museum of Natural History houses 12 permanent galleries that exhibit the rich biological and geological diversity of the Philippines. It includes creatively curated displays of botanical, zoological, and geological specimens that represent our unique natural history. Situated at the center of museum is a Tree of Life structure that proudly connects all the unique ecosystems in the Philippines, from our magnificent mountain ridges to the outstanding marine reefs. The National Planetarium. The National Planetarium was established to disseminate astronomical information through various platforms and technologies such as full dome, digital, and mobile planetarium shows, lectures, demonstrations, exhibition, and actual celestial observation. Diri sa the National Planetarium, actually the first time na gibrowse na ko sa kanya akong topic is wala pa ko kitag planetarium, but then nag-explore ko is nakita na ko nga upat day siya. Hinoon Google is dili man jud siya ingon nga kanang mas ambot no, pero dili kay ni mo jud siya ingon, pero sa akong pag-explore is nakita na ko ang National Planetarium. And yes, since naman siya provided pictures here kaning isa is, di ba, how nice nga kanang makita nimo like marakag nakasulod na kuan ka diri sa historical nato sa Tagum is wala ko'y nakita gyud nga kaning mga spaces ba, but then basin unsa pa day na ila pa day ng dungagan, pero wala ko'y nakita. Only I've seen there are those unsa ka like sa culture sa like mansaka, kung unsay meaning aning mga places ay mga unsa diri kaning mga barangay diri sa about like sa Muslim ay sa Islams there unsa kanang unsay kuan sa ilaha sa nagikan ay ngana mo lang nakitaan, but kaning planetarium is wala ko nakitaan so far dito. Pero di ba how nice kung naing ani diri like maratag na sa marapud taog na sa sulod ba. Okay, awa, diba dagan kay ga visit sa ilaha like diba and so majud siya kanang kuan kay siya sa mga students ba, like bisag naman siguro kita diba like unsa kay siya kanang maka-caught kay siya attention ba, labig kanang nay mag-post ay nana, pero tanan nung hopefully madungagan diri sa Tagum. I don't know if ako lang ang wala kabalo siguro or basig naing ana sa historical wala lang na ako na discover or wala ko nakita mismo, but since I've been there once, wala ko nakita. And yes, and the gallery at the National Planetarium entitled Filipino Life Guided by Skies focuses not only in the modern astronomy but primarily in the ethnoastronomy practice used by our Filipino cultural communities. This ethnoastronomy exhibition is divided into 6 sections, namely, first the cosmic timeline, second cultural astronomy, third Philippine night sky, time reckoning, farming and hunting, and seafaring and navigation. And that's what we all. Thank you.